The Magical Toy Box. In a sunny little town surrounded by green hills and whispering trees, there lived a boy named Leo Parker. Leo was 7 years old, curious about everything and always dreaming about magical adventures. He had a room full of books, crayons, and toy cars, but his most favorite thing in the whole world was his toy box, a big wooden chest that had belonged to his grandfather. It was painted blue with golden stars, tiny moons, and a smiling sun on the lid. Leo called it the Magical Toy Box because, in his heart, he believed it could do special things, even though no one else did. One rainy evening, thunder rumbled across the sky, and raindrops tapped on Leo's window like tiny drummers. The power went out, and the room filled with shadows. Leo didn't feel scared. Instead, he whispered, "Maybe tonight's the night something magical will happen." He walked to his toy box and slowly lifted the lid. A soft glow shone from inside, golden, warm, and sparkling like fairy dust. Leo blinked. What's that? Out of the box floated a tiny toy soldier, standing tall in his red uniform. He saluted and said in a clear, brave voice, "Good evening, Captain Leo. The toys of your box await your command." Leo's jaw dropped. "You can talk." The toy soldier nodded proudly. "We all can. But only when the owner of the toy box truly believes in magic." Before Leo could answer, the toy animals, dolls, cars, and robots all began to move, stretching and yawning like they'd just woken up from a long nap. The room buzzed with laughter, chatter, and tiny footsteps. The toy soldier explained, "There's a problem, Captain. The land of lost toys is in trouble. The sparkle gem that powers all toy magic has been stolen by the grumpy dust monster." Leo gasped. "That sounds terrible. Can I help?" The toys nodded together. "We need your courage. Only a true believer can enter the land of toys." Before Leo could even reply, the toy box lid opened wider, and a swirl of golden light wrapped around him. He felt himself shrinking, smaller and smaller, until he stood only a few inches tall, just like his toys. The soldier smiled. "Welcome to our world, Captain." Leo looked around in awe. They were standing in a glowing land made entirely of toys, candy-colored mountains, Lego castles, rivers of glitter, and clouds shaped like stuffed animals. "It's beautiful," Leo whispered. But then a cold wind blew. In the distance, the sky turned gray, and the laughter faded. "That's the dust monster's cave," said the toy soldier gravely. Leo nodded. "Then that's where we're going." Their journey began across the jungle of jigsaw puzzles, where every step clicked and clacked. They met Bobby the broken robot, who joined their team after Leo fixed his arm with a paperclip. Next came the bridge of building blocks, which kept falling apart. "We'll never cross," cried the dolls. Leo grinned. "Yes, we will, together." He directed the toys to rebuild the bridge, one colorful block at a time. When they reached the other side, everyone cheered. "Teamwork always wins." Leo laughed. At last, they reached the cave where the dust monster lived. The cave was dark and filled with piles of broken toys, torn teddy bears, and faded balls. Leo stepped forward bravely. "We just need the sparkle gem and we'll go." A deep, scratchy voice echoed through the cave. "Why should I give it back? I was thrown away, forgotten, left to gather dust." Out of the shadows came the dust monster, a huge gray creature made of old fluff, lost buttons, and cobwebs. Leo felt a little scared, but he took a deep breath. "You're not forgotten," he said gently. "Every toy deserves love. I'll fix you if you let us have the gem." The monster's glowing eyes softened. "Fix me?" Leo nodded. "Yes. You just need a little cleaning and care." He pulled a tiny feather duster from his backpack and began brushing off the dust. The toys joined in, scrubbing, sewing, and polishing. Slowly, the monster shrank into a small, soft teddy bear with one button eye and a kind smile. "Thank you," said the teddy. "I only wanted someone to care again." He reached into his fuzzy chest and pulled out the sparkle gem, shining brighter than ever. "Take it," said the teddy. "You've brought kindness back to the land." When Leo placed the gem into the toy soldier's hands, a burst of golden light filled the sky. The toy world came alive again. Colors returned, music played, and every toy danced with joy. "You've saved us, Captain Leo," the soldier shouted. Leo smiled. "It wasn't just me, it was all of us." Suddenly, the light swirled around him again. He felt himself growing taller, the world around him spinning faster and faster until he was back in his bedroom. The storm outside had passed, and the sun was peeking through the clouds. The toy box sat quietly in the corner, looking perfectly normal. Leo rubbed his eyes. Was it just a dream? But when he opened the toy box again, he saw something new inside, a tiny sparkle gem glowing softly. He grinned. Maybe not. At school, Leo couldn't stop thinking about the magical world. During show and tell, he brought the sparkle gem to class. His friend Emma gasped. "Wow, it looks real." Leo smiled mysteriously. "It is." That night he told his toys, "Thank you for letting me visit your world." The toy soldier gave a tiny salute from inside the box. From that day on, Leo noticed little things. His teddy bear sitting in a different spot. His toy car facing the window. His crayons neatly lined up even though he hadn't done it. He winked at them. "I know your secret." Sometimes when the room was quiet and the moonlight fell across the floor, he thought he heard soft laughter coming from the box, a reminder that magic was real as long as you believed. Kindness brings magic to life. Leo learned that every toy, like every person, just wants to be loved and cared for. When you believe in goodness and treat others kindly, the world becomes a brighter, more magical place, just like the magical toy box.